Well, what's going on, Cardinal Nation? Well, today, Cardinals played a doubleheader against the New York Mets, and each team won a game, so we split the doubleheader. The Mets won the first game 3-1, and then we won the second game, the nightcap, 4-3. Playing the doubleheader because of Monday's postponement due to rain. So, and the first game in the afternoon, we had Miles Michaelis getting the start, who's been, I'd say, our best pitcher so far this season. His ERA under 2. Although this was his first, maybe not great outing this year, at least first in quite a few starts. The Mets will go up 1-0, bottom of the second. Travis Jankowski would ground into a fielder's choice. That would score a run and put the Mets up 1-0. And they would then go up 2-0, bottom of the third. Jeff McNeil with an RBI double to put them up 2-0, and then next batter, Dominic Smith, would put them up 3-0. And Michaelis was still pretty solid in game 1. 6 innings, give up 7 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 5. And our only one run of the game in game 1 was a solo home run by Paul Goldschmidt, his 5th of the year. And so that was the first game. Packy Naughton would pitch in the 7th and get 2 outs in the 8th inning. Nick Whitgren would get the final out in the 8th. And so that was that. Cardinal batters in game 1 would strike out 13 times, including 3 strikeouts by Tyler O'Neill and Yadier Molina. So, rough day. We had the tying runs on base, but Harrison Bader would strike out to end the first game. So then a few hours, not even a few hours, I'd say about an hour after the first game, I think the second game would start, and Cardinals, we would have Steven Matz getting to start, the former New York Met, who would spend his first 6 years of his career playing at Citi Field, and was pretty solid. And while he was with the Mets, finished like top 10 in Rookie of the Year voting, was pretty good. So they would take a early 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Solo home run by Mark Canha. That would give the Mets a early 1-0 lead. That was his 3rd of the season. So that would make it 1-0 New York. And then Paul Goldschmidt, RBI double, would tie it up 1-1. But then the Mets would answer right back and go up 2-1, a solo home run by Eduardo Escobar. Just his 2nd of the season to give the Mets a 2-1 lead, and then the top of the 5th, we would tie it up. Tommy Edman with an RBI triple to tie it up 2-2, and then Paul Goldschmidt with an RBI double to put us up 3-2. And Steven Matz, in his return to Citi Field, 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, no walks, struck out 7. Andre Palante would walk 3 straight batters in the 6th inning. Would only throw just 4 strikes. So, Yasis Cabrera would then come in for him, and he would do a solid job. And then the Mets were tied up in the bottom of the 8th. RBI single by Jeff McNeil. That would tie it up 3-3. That was off of Ryan Helsley. As yes, Helsley, who has been by far the Cardinals' best reliever, will allow his first run of the season Yes, that's right. Uh, so, and before that, Eduardo Escobar would reach first base on a passed ball, uh, or on a would strike out and reach on a passed ball. So, but then top of the ninth, leadoff walk by Brendan Donovan. He would then steal second and then advance to third. Dylan Carlson would then be walked, and Nolan Arenado pinch hitting for Corey Dickerson. The Mets bring in a new pitcher, but Arenado would strike out. And then Tyler O'Neill with an RBI single to give us a 4-3 lead. That would score Donovan, and that would put us up 4-3. And Tyler O'Neill in these two games would strike out a total of 6 times. That's right. Struck out 3 times in game 1 and then 3 in game 2. And he also drove in the game-winning run. So a bit of a interesting day for him. Good and frustrating in the same way. So, yeah, Cardinals record with 6 strikeouts in a doubleheader. So, and yeah, bottom of the ninth, Giovanni Gallegos would get the save. He would strike out Mark Canha and Francisco Lindor, and we would get the win 4-3. So a dramatic win in the second game. So. This is a very good Mets team. So for the third game of the series, Wednesday night, we'll have Jordan Hicks getting the start against Max Scherzer for the Mets, who's been outstanding. The St. Louis native, of course. He pitched 7 scoreless innings when we faced him the first time in St. Louis. So hopefully it's a little different this time. So until Wednesday, Conference Bigger saying go Cards.